Hello, I'm Jill Marie, founder of SVH and Serenity Ministries, and this part one of a two-part channeled message from Gaia is a glorious gift to all of us. It is a gift because it allows us, the recipients of all that Mother Earth offers, an opportunity to support and assist her. And in that bequest to her from us, we are the big winners because we benefit from her return endowment to each of us. You see, she offers us a chance to know our world as a part of us. And in that newfound unity and fellowship, we receive enhanced awareness and we have the opportunity to develop our capacity to utilize innate abilities that sponsor the realization of skills and talents that can be directed individually and collectively to heal and to transform our world to one of peace, prosperity, and enlivenment. So sit back and listen to Gaia's message and step into the future of your dreams. My dear family, my family of heart, I am your Gaia. I come to today with a twofold message. One of inspiration, another of prospect. A possibility for you to influence the world. Of course, through this influence, you have the power to transform our world and help to make real all of your dreams as well. Of course, it is not within my authority to influence humanity in this manner, yet with your assistance, seeds of progress can be easily planted into the history of humankind. And of course, as these seeds grow and they reach their timely harvest, your ancestors, as well as you and your progeny, they benefit from ages to come. I will begin by saying that the tides of time are unifying. They are blending and flowing in interrelated patterns that are merging with the matrices of all that exists. And this is a marvel. Within the pages of my history, held in capsules of time, are sensitive windows of chance that can be influenced at crossing points that directly associate with this present time. I have your interest. Of course, before any of this is possible, it is vital that you develop your innate, your inborn ability to interconnect with the greater essence of the whole of the world of Earth, and of course all that exists within my presence of being, since the very first light of humanity. It is this that we will bridge from, and I will help you, I will guide you, and help you to know more of this interconnectedness. And then, of course, I will guide you to bridge the seeds of progress through the windows of our history. And we will use this to move through those crossing points into the matrices of the human consciousness collective in the past of the history of our world. The easiest means to develop heightened consciousness of awareness of the whole of us, of Earth, is to first understand how aware the Earth is of you. Of course, I and every rock and tree and particle of my body of Earth can feel every beat of your heart, and of course the dance of your fluids as they nourish, as they sustain your physical being. See, you are a part of me and of us. And I and the we are a part of you, and much as leaves attached to the branches of trees are of the tree, so too you are a leaf from the tree of life that is fed from the fountains of my forever plenteousness. You feel a breeze touching your face, and don't you instinctively know it to be an element of Earth's environment in motion? Of course. Forevermore I will ask that you consciously connect with the raindrops and the clouds and the crust beneath your feet. Every essence of our being. Some of you have felt the rhythm of my alivedness. You have felt what can and is considered to be the beating of the heart of my being, and the continuous pulse of alivedness of me. It sustains the sentient consciousness of the world of Earth, your home, your haven, your sanctuary of heart. I am terrain. I am a terrain of ever-changing and transforming seasons of flavors for you to revel in and to choose, and you are free to explore from region to region and never deplete of experiences, to digest the majesty of colors and textures and tastes and sounds of me. And of course within this orb of us are countless means to support and to sustain you within the open grassy plains, the mountains, the deserts, the forests, and even the waters of me. It is a diversity of sustainment. And of course, you have only to embrace the sentient essence of this world and to direct your focus, to choose your preferences of these. I am a gift to your eyes, my dears. Come to know me fully with all of your senses. If you had but wings and could soar high into the heavens like an eagle, flying high above the physical mass of me, whether by the light of the sun, the moon, or stars, the dancing of shadows, the light on every face of me, it would feast your eye. It would mesmerize you, and you would hold your gaze. You would be reticent to pull your gaze away from the splendor of my being. The land is also favored by your sight of it as well. It is, of course, reaching out to remind you of the glory of your being. Knowing the fullness of my being offers you a true vision of your own sweet majesty. And you are as much an element of Earth as the oceans and the land, and you are a flavored ingredient of the expanse of all that is beyond the physical boundaries of this world. You have only to look beyond and outward, or look closely to what is right before your eyes. Look into the face of a rose, or witness the rising or the setting of the sun. This is all you need to appreciate the sweetness of our world of home, and of course to gaze into the starlit sky. This helps you to know the interconnectedness of all realms of being that you are a part. See, we are joined into and unto one another, each spark of light, a reflection of the vastness of the greater whole that we are a measurement of. You are a human being of Earth. You eat of the Earth, you drink of it, and you even breathe of it. The very minerals and the salts and the fluids of you, they are earthly in origin. You see, you are as much a part of me as the canyons and the seas and all of the plants and the creatures of this world. We exist symbiotically in a glorious dance of seasons that feed our souls. To believe other is to disregard the essence of being that foundationally holds our structure and form. You see, we journey this experience together. There was a great span of time that existed in my history before humanity was sparked into being. Oh, and I longed for you. I knew of your coming, and I dreamed of you in my awakened state. I was dreaming of the days of gladness of your coming and what this would bring. I am not saddened by the earth of humanity. I am gladdened. You are born of earth. You are of earth. Your procreation and biological form are witness to this. How could I be of even a moment of sadness of this? It must be said that you are of earth, and most all that are in witness of this experience, living as incarnates of earth, are of earth. Of course, your origins are of a different splendor. Many of our parts of you are from different regions of the expanse of all that is. But it must be said also that very few species are transplanted to Earth from other worlds in these times. Of course, making it ever more relevant to celebrate your heritage by recognizing the genetic structure of your primal roots, are of earth, and those parts of yourself that were transplanted to this world, of course, to further develop the species. And yet, of course, all essence of spirit, the soul, is not of earth. Earth is of that. You see? The soul is originated from other than earth. And that origin of source, it is a place of non-physical. It can be remembered. You can feel it in your very core of your being. What it is to be in the origin, the source of non-physical. And of course it is a basis for dreams of other places, another place of dwelling presence. That place from whence we all come. You see? You know it. The comfort of unity there. It is a source of a constant for you, and yet it is your greatest accomplishment to be alive in your physical presence of being, and wholly in presence within the glorious union of spirit as well. See, you are joyful to be alive and physical. Through a deep sense of longing, there are individuals that come to weariness. And it is known that they should sometimes overtake that sadness within them when a lack of joyfulness does breed a dissatisfaction with perhaps life's trials that are sometimes visited upon those less proficient in the higher functionality of innate abilities that, well, when applied adeptly, direct elements that are always and forever readily available to each of you, so that you may structure the most pleasing of experiences. There is no sensibility to hunger for the origin of your source of being. You have never left it. And yet here you are, of earth. And of course, the weary ones that cry out to return to that source of being, and their cries can be felt and heard, are still within that source of being. And of course the non-physical it is the evidence of living, that it is the wisdom of all beings that incarnate to experience what it is to be living in the physical. And of course the source of being is never truly calling anyone back for the next summit of this life's journey. It is not a destination home to that source. It is a forward objective. Of course, your own essence of source is cheering you on. It is supporting you to experience ever more the flavors of existence as a physical being. Now, this is not a test. Life and the living of it is not a test. It is a gift. The essence of our spirit of individuated presence is unique. And yet unified. We are unified with all seeds that originate from the same source of being that founds all that is in existence everywhere. And that founding essence is able to be the foundation of cabbage and a human being, as well as a fish and a sun and a moon. These are all derived from the formula that shapes its physical form. The individual essence of you, it is a driving focus that is defined by your embodied presence that provides a continuous willingness to experience. You are not a cabbage. You are not a cabbage or a fish. You are an embodied being of consequence. And you have an inherent ability to know the full measure of your presence within Earth's presence, and every particle of our being, every creature, as well as the trees and the rocks, and even the clouds, and the wind, the sentient essence, that which seeds everything in existence, is purity. It is purity in form and function, and I must witness to you, as you know in your heart the truth, that there are no mistakes in the heavenly bodies or we of earth, only bountiful streams of perchancity that await an individual or a collective focus that can be directed to make ideas real for the beholder and for those experiencing the idea itself. You see, that focus from this point in time is what activates that fluid stream of energy in this dimensional field. And of course it is that can be very carefully directed to influence space and matter at strategic crossing points of time in human history. Now, it is not our intention to fix anyone or to fix anything. It is first to know. It is to know the wholeness of your being, which includes the world of Earth, and then, most strategically, for us to, together, plant ideas of higher relevance into the framework of the collective of consciousness of Earth. And in doing so, we'll light the way for all of the history of humanity, as well, of course, as your own sweet harvest of plenteousness. You see, I think it is important to mention and to bring to your awareness that you are perfect. I am perfect. I am perfect. And as we evolve together in our perfection, we symbiotically express our uniqueness within the unified spectrums of experiences that we, in our perfection, explore together. These experiences influence all of the lines of time within the history of my physical existence. So as the hands of time become fluid, the history of humanity's existence on this world joins the dance of the presence. Yes, the dance of the presence that exists in this line of time. And through that, the smithies of old become places where new life's molds are crafted, and precious metals, never known to our previous dimensions here, are poured into the molds to seat a foundational progression that steps up the pace of humanity's awakening spirit now. Of course, and in the past, it spurs the past to advance through the ages of darkness into the light in a graceful succession that keeps pace with the higher vibrational values of the awakening present that you exist within now. It is possible for the directions of the past to meld with the focus of the present to perpetuate the destiny of today. And in the new model of Earth's past, farmers of old, they can be inspired to seed their fields with progress instead of corns and potato. For many thousands of years of our history, humanity, and so all of we, were frozen in a mold. The metals poured into that mold seeded impulses and energies of survival with very few patterns of creative expression. It was as if the dreams and the hopes and desires for fulfilling them died like ground gone fallow. There was no energy fueling a harvest of dreams. These are the crossing points that we must strategically bridge. In my living experience of these times, it can be observed that it is as if humanity is ensnared in quicksand, and instead of climbing out of the mire, made a home there. Now, as all things in motion evolve and, of course, transform anew, so too did these patterns of apathy, and slowly the collective of life expressions, they took on a new flavor. The individuals of humanity crawled out of that quicksand. And, of course, a progressive flavoring that sponsored little sparks of awareness did help to turn the tide. And the evolutions of Earth, they began anew. You are the sponsors of this enlivenment. And it is your hopefulness and your commitment to the development of possibilities. Yes, the development of possibilities that makes the future you are forging achievable for all. It is this that the new molds of progressive expansion and metals of spirit stream back thousands of years into the past, into the frames of time when apathy and the unforgiving natures of pessimism and foreboding colored the seeds of the harvest of human progression. It is through our collective effort today that we join in heart and mind to focus the vision of a future of plenteousness and ageless qualities for all. And it is this that offers and inspires the smithies of old to forge new molds and to form precious metals that they can pour into those molds to create higher forming qualities that will stream into the consciousness of the collective from this dimension. Yes, my dears, from our present into the past, the inspiration will flow, and it is that is sure to gracefully press forward the progressive tides of achievement, of advancements that will assist you, my dears, as well as all of Earth, to advance more swiftly, to develop those abilities which you are most desiring. I would ask that you begin this undertaking by now opening your lungs to drink in the life-sustaining essence that feeds your existence. This is your air, your pleasured oxygen. Take in the deep breaths of oxygen, breathing them in, drinking in the essence of the purity of it, seeing the purity of it, believing the purity of it. Take in the essence of life-sustaining, pleasured oxygen, and feel the wholeness of Earth as you breathe it in. Feel the full measure of the breath of all of Earth. For everything of Earth breathes. I breathe. I breathe life. Feel the breath of that life. Feel the heartbeat of this world and the breath of earth together as you breathe into your lungs, filling your very lungs with the essence of life, while you are connecting with the whole measure of earth itself, all parts of us. I consider myself part of the us, for it is my spark of spirit that is enjoying the vessel of earth, just as you. And now, my dears, as you breathe and you feel the heartbeat of earth, also feel your presence within the full record of my being. The beginning, the sparks of my beginning. All that exists of the stages of Earth's progress. You are one with it. You are one with me. I am one with you and all that exists of Earth, my dears. Feel your ownership of Earth as a part of yourself. And also at this time feel the record of humanity's existence on Earth, its spark of beginning. Feel the measure of the full record of my being and the beginning of the spark of humanity. And feel and know your interconnectedness with every rock, every tree, all of the creatures of earth, the magma, the beautiful waters of earth, all of the flying creatures, the swimming creatures, the crawling creatures, all of the human beings and all of the other beings of earth that exist and coexist with you on earth. Feel the presence of all parts of our being. You, each of you, is an emissary of earth. You are a guardian of all that exists as earth. You are teachers. You are showers and you are tellers. And you are listeners and you are awakened beings within a growing number of beings that are existing upon the orb of our being that, well, it is ever changing, it is ever expanding, and you, and also the earth of we, is evolving to reach the highest point of excellence. You are the heart of earth, just as all parts of our being beats with an ever-presence that is felt, that is heard, that is known by everything. We are part of a diverse expanse of beings, and your diversity makes you special, not complicated. You are special. You are creating a calm and orderly life. You are creating a beautiful vision for the future and for the past. Imagine yourself as a stream. Imagine that you are a boulder in the center of that stream. You are the water. You are the fish moving around the boulder. You are gracefully flowing past. You are sharing the stream. You are sharing it with everything in creation. You are sharing the stream with the rock and with the fish and the water. And even when the water is turbulently moving past the rock, it is steady. And it does share space with all that enters the stream of its being. Just as you are sharing space with all that exists of our earth. You are the sponsor of sparkling stars of infinite potentials that are brought to earth to sizzle and glisten. Your inspirations are bringing light to a new consciousness. It is that new consciousness, that new sponsoring of thoughts that we will be inserting into the points of relevance in the past, leading to this present. I implore you to continue this exercise of awareness of your presence within the unity of fellowship of all that exists within earth. I know that you belong to the greater vision of everything. For this undertaking, your awareness of everything of earth, your awareness of your presence within it, your awareness of your unified presence within earth, developing your sense of this. I ask for you to continue this for 7 of your consecutive days. Focus on the unified presence of you within all of that exists within our realm of being. At that time, it will be possible for your awareness of the reality of your forever awakened presence of being to be fully sensitive to your chronological presence within the matrices of earth. And this, of course, is marked by the development of the seed of your vessel of embodiment, which then extended its threads of your being backward through time to each of the embodied ancestry of your lineage. It is then, my dears, that we are ready to assemble once again as a collective of mindful focus to finalize this undertaking. It is contingent on your willingness to support this advancement. Your willingness to support your ancestry, your progeny, and of course your own elevation. Until then, the fruits of your development of awareness, of your interconnectedness within the spectrum of Earth's wholeness of being, is a priceless gift that is furthering your awareness of limitless values. And like today, I will not come to our next assemblage empty-handed. I will come to you with gifts, bearing gifts of great consequence, that forever will reward you for the glory of your benevolence. For I am in your gratitude, and so too shall be all of the humanity of every line of time in existence within our being. Thank you for listening. Please take time every day to practice immersing in the essence of Gaia. By breathing in the earth as you drink in the essence of her, breathe in the wonder of your interconnectedness with everything of earth. We are one, and we are the antidote for all that ails the imbalance within the collective of our world. Together, we can make a transformational shift occur for all that exists on our world. After practicing the unity fellowship of this breathing for 7 days, then listen to the part 2 of Gaia's message and take part in the surge of light she intends to instill into the timelines of Earth's past to initiate a domino effect from the past. And that domino effect is going to carry the principles of heightened awareness through our ancestors' restored passion and through their wakefulness that occurs through our assistance to bring the energy and the vibration and the special messages of energy that are possible to insert into the timelines that Gaia selects, so that the energy of light that exists on our world today, which is nothing like what they were experiencing back in the Dark Ages and in times of survival instinct. And that in itself is going to bring forth a hopefulness and that wakefulness. So join in and be a part of this unified spirit of hope that lights the way for our future's enlivenment. If you haven't yet experienced the progressive expansion offered previously by Gaia and Metatron and the other masters in this 13-part New World Seminar series of channeled wisdom from the masters, check out the full line of teachers and listen to the sampling of their instructions to see if this seminar series is the master leaping opportunity that you're ready to soar into. You can access the recording samples at serenityvibrationhealing.com, newworldseminar.com, and on my YouTube channel at Jill Marie SVH, and you can register at the first 2 options. This 2-part channeling from Gaia is one that you have just listened to and the one to follow, and of course the full tutorial instruction from Kuan Yin. These are both part of the seminar series, and they're both free to all. Please take part in both. Thank you for your support and your participation. And also, thank you for being a part of this world-transforming project. Until part 2 channel message from Gaia, thank you and namaste.